Hey, you guys, another quick word. For those of you out there that are around some sick people, like I have been, that I have spoken about in my conferences or in this particular conference, um, ride it out. Ride it out. And try not to get personally involved with their foolery. And by that I mean, um, either literally or spiritually. Get you some popcorn and sit back with Father and just watch them make fools out of themselves. That's what I do. That's what I do. And by that I mean I'm not saying I eat popcorn all the time, but this is what I'm saying. You've got to observe stupid people and your haters and jealous people like you would when you walk in a movie theater and you sit down. Just imagine, I think I've said this in a conference before. Just imagine you and Father walking into a movie theater and you sit down and you look at the big screen and your enemies are up there on the screen doing crazy stuff around you. The same way that you interact with that screen, meaning you're just observing, that's how you have to do them. And then that way you're not personally involved, and when they attack you, you feel like you take the attack personally, even though they mean it personally. Because one thing I will tell you about trash is that it is going to do what is in its nature to do. You understand? But you continue to do you, like I continued to do me throughout the years. And so that's pretty much, I don't know, all I just wanted to come on and put that word out for somebody, because I know there are people out there, you all are going through some things. And not everybody, I know, not everybody can skate through stuff like I have. And that doesn't make me any better than anybody. But the reason why I can skate through it is because, well, I mean, I've just always known that the trash that came up against me was beneath me. And so what you know is your strength. You understand what I'm saying? And so I really couldn't, even now, I couldn't even muster up any anger like that, even if I wanted to, because um, I've always felt like that the junk that came up against me was at the bottom, whether if they're living or dead. I've had people that I was enemies with back in high school. I always knew that trash was beneath me, and they would always try to act like they thought that they were better than me. I knew they were never better than me. You know what I'm saying? I just always knew they were trash. And especially those males that, not all of them, but the ones that I was enemies with in my particular class. And really, that's really the only ones I ever really had any problems with. Those ugly things. I'm like, look, you know what? A lot of them, I don't even think I've ever even spoken to them because we all could not stand each other. But I will just say, I've always known that trash was beneath me. That's the reason why I treated them like um, I did. And they've always known that I was above them, and that's why they treated me the way that they did. Because you can't tear down something that's permanently erected, and that's what they hated. They hated the fact that no matter what they did or what they said, they couldn't do anything, to make me feel bad about myself, because I just stayed separated. I went to my classes. This is for somebody out there, maybe. I didn't even know I was going to go this way, but maybe this is for somebody that's in the school system and you have a lot of enemies or you got a lot of people coming up against you. Be about your education and be about what you want to do with your life, because after you graduate, you don't ever have to probably see that garbage again. And even if you do, I mean, you're so distant from them. What can they do, or what can they say? And if they do try to come after you after high school graduation, well, then that just shows that they need to be on a psychiatrist's couch. Excuse me, guys, I got dry throat. I gotta go get me something to drink. But anyway, yeah, it just shows they need to be on a psychiatrist's couch. And like I said, that's pretty much all I have to say. I don't know. I just felt the need to add this to my conference. Maybe somebody out there is going through some things, or it could be some young person out there in high school, or what do you call it, junior high or elementary school. Maybe you're being teased by your peers, but I gotta tell you, you're better than them. You're better than them. And I know that all men are created equal and we're all created in the image of God, but when it comes down to character and substance sometimes, and just, who people are as an individual, yes, you are better than certain people. Yes, you are. Don't put yourself down there on the level with them. That's why they're coming at you, whoever you are out there, because they are beneath you and they know it, and you treat them like they are beneath you. I'm not telling you to do that, but just even the way you carry yourself, probably without even knowing, you're making them feel inferior, and they don't like the way that you make them feel because perhaps somebody in their household is making them feel the same way. They feel like they're nothing. That's the reason why they have to come around you and front as if they are something. It's just like that promiscuous trash that I attended school with. A lot of those whores, they would try to stare me down and try to tease me and this, that, and the third. And I always knew they were the filth. I always knew they were promiscuous garbage. I always knew they were the garbage. And I stayed separated from them. I didn't want to be a part of them. Why should you want to be a part of something that is beneath you? Why should you want to be a part of something that stands in the contrary of you? And so, don't even desire to be around those types of individuals, because there's a whole big world out there full of good people, and of course there are some bad people in the midst too, but there's a whole big world out there, and you have to think outside the box. And if you are in a small town, you have to think outside your small town. If you are in a city, a big city, you have to think outside your big city, because there are other cities. No matter where you are, what country you're in, whatever, you always have to think outside the box, because there's always a better quality of people to deal with. Okay? So with that said, God bless you. That's just a little note of advice to somebody I'm adding on to the conference. Bye bye. I gotta go get something to drink, y'all. Bye.